Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, this is Somaliland National Television and you watch the English news program with me, Mohammed Jibril. These are the stories making headlines. First anniversary of National Center of Culture, Heritage and Language was held in Hargeisa. Admas University graduates organized massive ceremonial dinner for the instructors. Free Syrian Army reject Russian chemical proposal. The first anniversary of National Center of Culture, Heritage and Language of Mohammed Moge was held in the capital city of Somaliland, Hargeisa.
High officials from the government of Somaliland, including the Minister of Youth and Sports Ali Saeed Reigal, the Vice Minister of Ministry of Information, Culture and Guidance Abdulwahid Abdulqadir Abdurrahman, and other officials also attended this ceremonial event. The Director of the National Center of Culture, Heritage and Language of Mohammed Moge, Hodan Sultan Aden, thanked the participant and gave out a touching presentation to the participant and told the different stages the center faced so far. The Director also thanked the Somaliland people for their grateful effort they offered. Minister of Youth and Sports of Somaliland, Ali Saeed Reigal, speaking on behalf of the ministers who participated in that event, told the media that the government will pay 1 year rent for the center and told the administration of that center that the government are ready to cooperate. On the conclusion of that event, some of the participants received the honor certificate from the National Center of Culture, Heritage and Language of Mohammed Moge.
Last year, graduates of Admas University held a ceremonial and appreciation dinner for their former instructors.
Graduates from Admas University Hargeisa branch held ceremony for the instructors and administration of Admas University. Instructors and admirable guests also participated in this event. Dr. Swami, who's the instructor who offered his honorable time to these graduates for their time they spent in Admas University, gave a speech on the event and confirmed their hard work and advised them to continue with their education from there. Dr. Bushka, who is also a dean of MIT faculty, also spoke on that event and thanked the students for what they did and showed how grateful the administration of Admas University is for them. Lul Hassan Matanu, the Director General of Hargeisa Orphanage Center, also spoke on that event and advised the graduates to not expect anything from anyone, but to create jobs opportunities for themselves. On the conclusion of that event, graduates who spoke on that event expressed their feelings to the SLN TV on behalf of their happiness.
You still tuned to the English news program, the only Somali-speaking channel with an English news program. And now for international headline in details. The head of Western Balkan Rebel Council has displayed out his group's rejection of the Russian plan for chemical weapon in Syria.
We announce our definitive rejection of the Russian initiative to place chemical weapons under international custody, said General Salim Idris of the Free Syrian Army in a video message. The rebel leader appealed to what he termed friendly countries to provide more weapons and ammunition to the rebels. The reaction comes as US Secretary of State John Kerry flew to Geneva to hear more about Russia's plans to disarm Syria of its chemical weapons. One US official was quoted saying, "One of the first steps of Washington is to look in for the government of President Bashar al-Assad to quickly make a complete public declaration of its chemical weapons stockpiles, as a prelude to allowing them to be inspected and neutralized." US President Barack Obama had threatened an airstrike to punish Assad for an elite chemical weapons attack last month.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has written an open letter to the American people published in the New York Times.
In it, he warned that any military action against Syria could trigger terrorist attacks against the US. He added that millions of people see the US not a model of democracy, but as relying solely on brute force. The letter comes as US announced that it welcomed Russian proposals on the handover of Syria's chemical weapons to the international community. The White House said that it believed Moscow to be acting in good faith. "We've seen more cooperation from Russia in the last 2 days than we have heard in the last 2 years, said White House spokesman Jay Carney, saying that the Syrian agreement to the proposal was significant and a total about face US President Barack Obama has called for a suspension of Senate attempts to pass a resolution authorizing US strikes on Syria.
Demonstrators has clashed again with the police in Ankara as an anti-government tension continued to spread across Turkey.
The protesters span a range of issues, but in the capital run-ins with police were linked to the death of a 22-year-old protester who died during a rally 2 days ago. The cause of his death in a dispute with witness saying he suffered a blunt trauma to the head, while police claim he fell from a rooftop. The young man's death also brought thousands of people onto the streets in Istanbul. Anger still hasn't subsided over police heavy-handedness in the treatment of demonstrators, the like of which inflamed weeks of protesters at the end of May. Many Turks are also highly critical of controversial government social programs, and in particular the country's Prime Minister, whom they accuse of supporting Islamist policies.
That's the only news we have for you. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.